You lose the weight, you get in shape, you feel great, you gain it back. You lose the weight, you get in shape, you gain it back. Hey there, Coach Devin here. Are you one of those people, and you would be one of the norm, that has lost, say, 15 pounds or 10 pounds or 25 pounds or 35 pounds or something like that, and you've lost it like 10 times? You know what I'm talking about. You lose it, you're in good shape, you're pumped, you gain it back, you lose it again, you gain it back. You see, keep the whiplash back and forth, you're boomeranging, and you keep losing the same 25, 35, 45, whatever it happens to be pounds. You're one of those people? This is the video for you. Before we get going, hit that like and subscribe down below. Please share this with your friends. The reason I make these videos is I've been a trainer now for 28 years. It's a long time. I'm almost 48 now. I'll be 48 this month. And I've owned a gym for 11 years. And I make these videos because I'm trying to give good, interesting, important information out there to everybody, because the problem is there's a lot of bad information out there online. It's just terrible. There's a ton of bad information, and I'm trying to give good information so you don't make all the dumb mistakes I did and all the dumb mistakes a bunch of clients I've had have done over the years. All right, so let's talk about losing the same weight again and again. A lot of people are in this treadmill. You lose the weight, you get in shape, you feel great, you gain it back. You lose the weight, you get in shape, you gain it back. It's a bad situation. And personally, as a trainer, I hate seeing that, because I'm like, God damn, like, I want that client to be successful and then pick other goals after that, but it's the same damn 35, 40 pounds, whatever, or sometimes they lose 15 pounds, and the next time they lose 20, and the next time they got to lose 30, and next time they're losing 35. You know what I mean? Like, it creeps up. And what that is bad habits. You have bad habits. Listen, we all have bad habits. I have bad habits too. I have lots of bad habits. However, I do my best to control those bad habits and learn from the things I've done. You don't need to get heavier every year. A lot of people do. A lot of people are back and, coming into January, and they're like, God damn it, heavier than I was last year. I did lose the weight in January and February and March, and then I put it all back on, and COVID and all the things that go into that. And I'm not criticizing you. Listen, it happens. It's normal. You can't get down on yourself. You can't be saying, oh, shoot, I'm a bad person for this. You didn't do anything wrong. You did absolutely nothing wrong. What you don't understand is how to sustainably keep the weight off, which means you have a bad plan. Look, a lot of people, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people have diets, and that diet is something that is short-term. It's like this long, right? And you're going to get to your goal. I want to get to that goal, and then I'm done. I'm out. Peace, mic drop, we're finished. Okay, that's not the way these things have to work. It shouldn't work that way. What you need to do is change the sustainability of what you're doing and learn from it. So a few years ago, 3 years ago, I created something called Project Fit. I've had lots of clients that have lost lots of weight, but they get on that treadmill. They're on and they're off, and they're on and they're off, and they lose the weight, then they gain the weight, lose the weight, gain the weight. And it got me really frustrated. It got me furious, actually, because I keep thinking, man, like, I don't want to be helping the same person do the same thing twice or 3 times or 4 times. And I've done that before, and it's very frustrating. And it's frustrating for them. It's frustrating for me, because I know how hard this is. It drags you down. It beats you up. And every time it gets harder to do. So how do you fix that problem? So I decided I would create something called Project Fit, and I was going to teach people how to eat. I was like, that's it. Now, a lot of people in the fitness industry, they don't want to do that. They like the treadmill. They like the jumping on and off and you losing the same 20 pounds 20 times, because they have a long-term consistent client. I get it as a business model. That's good for them. It doesn't work for me. And the reason it doesn't work for me is my parents taught me a little better than that. I have to be able to sleep at night. I'm not comfortable with the idea of ripping somebody off in my mind again and again. I should be able to teach them and get them to a point where they're not going to make the same mistakes again, and they can be successful long term. That's my thought process. I don't like this whole, oh, well, I'll just get that person back and I'll get more money on them, and then they'll gain the weight back, and then I'll get them back and I'll get more money on them. That's not my thing. I like to actually make concrete, real changes for people. So I created Project Fit. I'm like, I'm going to plan this. I'm going to teach people how to eat. Now, I know a lot of other fitness professionals, and some of them told me, Devin, that's not the way to do it. That's not the best business plan. You're not going to make money on that. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I want to do what's right. So I created Project Fit, and the meal plan is really easy. And clients I've had on this have lost the weight and kept it off for 2+, 3+ years now. Why? Because they know how to eat now. Some of them go, and I've had clients that have said, you know what, on Saturday and Sunday, I eat what I want. And Monday to Friday, though, I go back to what I know you want me to do, and I can maintain right where I want to be. That's great. To me, that's a win. It is all about, and I'm going to give you some of the secrets right now, because you know what? I just like to give out information. Here's the deal. You don't have to come see me. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Count your calories. Really simple. Just count your goddamn calories. Plug it in. You know your body weight in pounds times 10. That's how many calories you need to maintain your body weight. Okay, so if you're happy at 150 pounds, you need 1,500 calories a day to maintain that. If you're exercising as well, and you exercise every day, and it's an extra 300 calories, well, now you can eat 1,800 calories because you add the 300 to the 1,500. Now you can have 1,800 calories a day and maintain that body weight. It's that easy. Is it a lot of fun to track your food all the time? No, it's not. But here's the thing. I tell people quite often, you don't have to track your food once you get used to it. I get everybody likes variety, and they like new and stuff like that. I'm not such a new variety kind of guy. I like the same shit all the time. That's just who I am. But you know what? If you get used to a few staples, and most of us have a lot of staples in our diet that we eat on a regular basis, as long as the staples are healthy, you're good. You really are. You'll be fine. You just have to have the staples and keep using them, working your way back to them. It's that freaking simple. If you count your calories now and you learn how to count your calories now, down the road you won't really have to, because you know how big a cup of whatever rice is. You know how many calories there are in this sauce that I'm using, and I'm not going to use 7 tablespoons. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. You know what I mean? Like those things. Once you learn that stuff, you're good. You don't have to get crazier. You don't have to get wild and go, I'm going to make all these wholesale changes, and you don't have to lose the same damn weight again and again. It's as simple as counting calories and being active. And people don't like to do it. And that's the thing. Nobody likes to count calories. And I get it. I don't count calories myself. Unless I'm trying to lose weight, I don't count calories. Why? Because I eat basically the same way all the time, and I know roughly how many calories I should be getting. I don't eat a lot of sauce, and I don't drink my calories. It's pretty much that simple. It really is. You can be successful too. Go home, download MyFitnessPal, and start counting your calories, and you will see where your calories are coming from. You can lose that 30 pounds and keep it off. You don't have to keep getting it back. You don't have to keep doing the same damn jump on, jump off all the time. Listen, guys, I know you're tired of it. I know you're tired of it because you know what? As your trainer, I'm tired of it because I know how frustrating it is. When you come back and say, oh man, I got to lose that weight again. I'm thinking, oh shoot, here we go again, right? But it is, and it can be that easy if you just count your calories and exercise. And I know a lot of people jump on and jump off the exercise bandwagon, right? You're like, oh, I'm doing really well, and you're working really hard, and then they stop. Why did you stop? You stopped because you were pushing too hard. It was too much exercise. Listen, a lot of people do that. I don't understand it, but that's because they go too hard in. If you say, I'm going to work out for 2 hours every day, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You're lying to yourself. Don't do that. Be honest with yourself. What do you need? You need half an hour, 45 minutes? 45 minutes will do it. It will do it. You'll be fine. You don't have to do extra. You don't have to go wild. Just be reasonable. Too much is as bad as too little, because too much just means you're going to screw up and stop. That's what it means. You will stop because you have bit off more than you can chew. You're like a little kid with a huge mouthful of food, and you know you're going to choke on it. Your parents are like, that's too much food in your mouth. I say that to my kids on a regular basis. That's too much. Don't do that. That is one of those things. It's the same thing with fitness. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't say I'm going to work out 7 days a week for 2 hours. You won't do it. Say I'm going to work out 5 days a week for 45 minutes. You can do that. You can bite that off and you can chew it up and you'll be fine. So it comes down to counting your calories and picking good fitness goals. Just being active. Going for a walk, going for a run, do some resistance training because you have to do some weightlifting. I'm sorry. Anybody out there saying, but I don't want to weightlift, Devin. Okay, but do you want osteoporosis when you get older? No? Well, then shut up and lift some weights. It's just the way it is. You got to do it, period, end of discussion. As long as you do those two things, you can be successful and keep that weight off as long as you want to keep the weight off. I'm not kidding. It can stay off as long as you want it to be off. But you have to do those two things. Now, if you can't do those two things, I don't know what to tell you. If you won't count your calories, you're just going to refuse and then complain, look, I can't help you. If you don't want to exercise, I really can't help you. There's only 2 ways to lose weight. Cut your calories, exercise. Preferably together. Those things will make you lose weight. Once you get used to it and you have a sustainable diet, you can go for it and you will win. I promise you, you will win. Listen, I can stay at the same weight I want to all the time. I still have pizza on Friday nights with my kids. I talk about that all the time, but I still have pizza Friday night with the kids. Why is that? Because I know I can do it. Because it's doable, and you can do it too. Just be reasonable. Count those calories. Exercise. Reasonable, sustainable exercise. Don't go crazy on your food. Have a reasonable, sustainable diet. You'll be successful long term, and you won't have to lose that weight again. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, write them up down below. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.